What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your Monday Night Raw review for April 3rd, 2017. This edition of Monday Night Raw was entertaining. This edition of Monday Night Raw was enjoyable. This edition of Monday Night Raw, just like every Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, the fans bring extra life, bring a different look into the show, bring excitement into the show that we don't usually see. Absolutely love it. 100%. You know, the fans tonight told Vince McMahon, told the entire creative team, told every executive person in the WWE exactly what we think about Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns walked out and he was going to cut a promo about beating the Undertaker, doing this and doing that. Instead, we got the crowd chanting, "Shut up, get out of here," all different types of stuff. Downright hilarious. We don't want you. You name it. The crowd was chanting it at Roman Reigns. Roman just stood there for like 5-10 minutes straight. And then he said, "This is my yard now." I'm sorry, Roman. It's not your yard. It will never be your yard. Clearly, he's talking about because he beat The Undertaker last night at WrestleMania 33. Now, that, if you want my full thoughts on WrestleMania, you can go back to the channel right now and check that out. However, what I want to say is this. Undertaker is gone now. No question about that. What happened at WrestleMania? The symbolic signs of him taking off the gloves and the coat and everything clearly shows that he is gone. However, still does not change the fact that it will always be the Undertaker's yard. Always. There will never be another dead man. There will never be another person that will be able to do and carry and entertain the way the Undertaker has done, the way Mark Calloway has done for 27 years. So thank you, Undertaker. The rest of the show tonight, pretty entertaining. Big part of that had to do with the fans again. Vince McMahon's segment came out and he was chanting. He at first was talking about the Seth Rollins Triple H matchup at WrestleMania and what happened to Stephanie during that match when she was broken in half during the contest. And the fans, he said, was being rude and obnoxious and cold-hearted and cruel and all different types of things he was talking about. Vince McMahon finally said it's time to move on. We need to shake things up a bit, and we need a new general manager, a new authority figure on Monday Night Raw, because she's going to be out of action for a long time. course, the crowd just started going absolutely wild. And Vince McMahon first says, "Here's your new general manager." And here comes Theodore Long. Teddy Long shaking, jiving, dancing along, dancing around, saying holla, holla, holla. And Vince looks at him and's like, cut the music. Cut the music. You are not the general manager. And he's like, well, I'm not. Sorry, my bad. Holla, holla, holla. And he starts jiving along back into the back again. Theodore Long's great. Absolutely fantastic. Next thing we know, the entire sold out crowd at the Amway State place started chanting, "You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck." Kurt Angle is our new general manager of Monday Night Raw. Going to bring some intrigue to Monday Night Raw. Going to bring some life into Monday Night Raw that we have not had in a very long time. I hope it stays that way. I hope Kurt Angle brings that life and keeps that fire, that passion into it, because that show's going to need it, especially with Chris Jericho leaving, very soon. It's going to need some extra fire, and I think Kurt Angle would be the right person for the job. Speaking of Kurt Angle and something that he gave to us tonight, Jinder Royd Rajah Mahal and Sami Zayn, a glorified jobber and a certified taxi driver. Oh my gosh. Absolutely horrible. This is terrible. Number one, what are they doing with Sami Zayn? This is absolutely horrible. He goes out and gets beat up each and every week. This is disgusting. I'm not saying I'm a Sami Zayn joy juicer, but he could be used so much better than this. Instead, he has to face Jinder Mahal and get destroyed, brutalized for the biggest part of the match, and then 2 moves and Jinder Mahal is done. Horrible. That part was cringeworthy. Chris Jericho had a segment in the back, and he was talking about how he had amigos, and he had friends, and he had all these types of, I don't know how to speak all these different languages that Chris Jericho knew how to speak, but in the roundabout way, he has friends all around the world, and they can cheer him on, man. And next thing we know, KO and Samoa Joe brutally attack Chris Jericho and put him through a table and destroy him. So they had to change the tag team matchup main event later on in the night, which Seth Rollins had to have a new tag partner, which I'll get to in just a little bit. One thing that really, though, is going to get under everybody's skin and really started off beautiful and ended cringeworthy, ended disgusting, ended making my stomach twist and turn And I know that sold out crowd there did too. And that was the Brock Lesnar segment. The beautiful bedtime story that Paul Heyman wrote and told about Goldberg's ending and about how we don't have to see him anymore. That was beautiful. But then, really, WWE, I mean, really, what makes you think we want to see Brock Lesnar, the Beast, versus Roman Reigns, in which Roman Reigns will defeat the Beast? Roman Reigns will conquer the Beast. Absolutely disgusting. That segment. I mean, you couldn't get any worse than that ending. The beginning of it was beautiful. Loved it. And then you have to have a battle between the two to see whose yard it truly is. Is it the Beast or is it the big dog? Who's the true big dog? Seriously. We know where this is going. Roman Reigns conquering Brock Lesnar. That is Vinnie Mac's, Vince McMahon's ultimate endgame. When that time comes, I don't even want to think about it. But Bayley, Sasha, and Dana Brooke versus Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Emma. Does anybody really care about Emma's return to the WWE? I like that she returned and it's her old gimmick, but they drew that out so far and so long that it's like, whatever. Who cares? So, this match was but Bayley gets buried here. Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out why each and every Monday and Tuesday night, the champions are the ones that get their butts handed to them and stomped. I mean, Bayley, for the most part, got thrown from one end of the ring to the next. Got destroyed here. Now, that's just horrible. That is damaging to not only a person's character, but to the champion's character. It's not just with Bayley. It was that way when Sasha was the champion. It was that way when Charlotte was the champion on Monday Night Raw. Get beat up during the week, win on pay-per-view. Except Sasha Banks. What crock? That was a crock. The New Day has a segment, and they have a big tag team matchup tonight. The Revival have made their debut on the Raw roster. Congratulations, Revival. You are called up. Had great career down in NXT, what you accomplished, 2-time tag team champions. Great rivalries down there. Now you're up here. Let's see what Monday Night Raw has in store for you, and hopefully they don't bury your career like they have with some of the other NXT crop tag teams in the past. And honestly, with the exception of the main event, which was Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor makes his triumphant return. That was pretty much Monday Night Raw tonight. Finn Balor makes his triumphant return. Pretty good tag team matchup. But Seth Rollins was the one that got hurt throughout most of it. Got beat up through most of it. Did a bad job selling, being hurt again. There was parts of the time that you could tell it looked like he wasn't 100%. But for the most part, didn't do a great job selling being injured. And Finn Balor picks up the victory with a drop kick to the corner on Kevin Owens, and then that huge stomp off the top rope. So that was Monday Night Raw tonight. The fans absolutely brought new life to the show. They brought some enjoyment to the show. Wish the other fans around the United States would bring that same type of life as well, because the fans do so much for a show. If the fans aren't into a show, then how can you expect the people at home to be into it? I mean, you just can't. The fans in the arena sound like crickets. How can you expect us to be into the match? Tonight, these fans gave us something to enjoy. Brought some life to the show. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook at 2007 Webby. Twitter at 2007 Webby. Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.